Hey guys, it's Lynn again with Littlefoot Nursery. I made like a whole video and it never recorded. Isn't that terrible? So I'm here with Kai and I just changed him. And as I was chatting, I kind of just sat up and I realized that the whole video like just didn't record. So I'm gonna have to just try to repeat what I was saying. That's like the worst. Anyway, I changed him out of this outfit and put him into this outfit with his overalls, and this is so cute. Like this outfit came. I love him in this outfit. It's adorable. And I think I was just saying, okay, it's by Losan, Losan is the brand. Um, but I was just saying that like for like more denim materials, and this is actually pretty soft. I actually bought this for my silicone baby Ethan, and I think I might put it on him still at some point, but because it's a little bit of a stiffer material, I thought it might be easier to dress if I put it on one of my Reborns. So Kai's my only other boy Reborn, so he gets to wear it. Anyway, I wanted to do a video continuing the conversation I started on my last video where I was talking about, you know, what's the best way to acquire one of these babies and just some tips for communicating with artists. And I know I've covered this topic in the past, but I think it definitely doesn't hurt to repeat it. I think for those of you guys who are new in the hobby, the biggest thing that's so important to establish is just credibility. You know, with artists, with other collectors, if you're buying secondhand. And I think that communication becomes so important just because, you know, you're not in a situation where you can meet each other and then, you know, kind of get a feel for each other before you do the transaction. A lot of the communication is all digital. It's all by email or by Facebook Messenger. And so I think that it's very, very important that when you're communicating to use proper grammar and full sentences, be very polite. You know, don't just message an artist and say how much. You got to kind of ease your way in and start to, you know, kind of build those relationships. And you know, all of us had to start somewhere. So when I first got into the hobby, or got back into the hobby, like I had purchased babies only on eBay in my early days of collecting. When I got back into the hobby, it was when my daughter Audrey was 3 months old, and I like really, really wanted a portrait baby to just capture just that amazing time, kind of like a 3D photo in a way. So I was just doing a lot of research on Dolphin and on the different forums, and I was just trying to ask around to see, you know, which artists did portrait babies. I really, really liked Andrea's work, and I emailed her. And you know, I'm looking back, I'm so amazed that she actually responded and that she was willing to do the project with me. I don't think it hurt that Audrey was like an absolutely adorable baby, but you know, I wrote her just a very, very nice email saying how much I liked her work, and just, you know, explain the situation, that I was a new mom, and you know, this was a picture, here are some pictures of my baby, and I'd love to have a portrait baby made of her. And I think Andrea was also probably interested in the project too, because she had like never done an Asian baby, so that would be new for her. So I think it just worked out, and it was like right time and everything. But at that point, like I was not part of the community. Nobody knew who I was. So all I really had to go off of was just my communication style and my ability, and just like my writing ability and ability to, you know, and just course, just being really, really nice in the correspondence, you know. So and I think that similarly, just to remember, artists are people, and they take great, great pride in their work. So if you message them and you're rude and talking in short sentences, it's not going to go over well. But so I do think just writing well, I think does matter. The other thing too is just in terms of building your networks within the doll community. I think it's helpful to be on YouTube. I really do. You know, if you have a channel, people can kind of get a feel for you, and people feel more comfortable doing a transaction with me because, you know, I'm here, I'm like kind of helping you guys get to know me. I'm sharing my collection. Hopefully those of you guys listening to my videos can tell that I'm a pretty nice person. And so in terms of just kind of, gaining trust, I think that definitely can help as well. The other thing too that I think is so important, like if there's an artist that you like. So, by the way, Kai is the Phoenix sculpt by Andrea Arcello. His Reborn artist is Melissa George. And so if you like Melissa's work, I would go to Facebook and follow her. And I think she's taking customs again as well. So, some artists do customs and some do not. So it doesn't hurt to message them very politely and ask. And there's some artists who may not normally do customs just because certain customers can be such a big headache. But they'll make an exception if they know, if over time they get to know you and they feel like they trust you. So that's like really, really cool, when you can kind of gain that trust. And I think just in terms of communicating with artists, try to be easy to work with, pay quickly, pay on time, keep your word. Don't incessantly bug your artist because they are like they have not forgotten about you and your baby, but it's okay to check in every so often, but really I would just I would kind of try not to bug them too much, because I think when artists feel rushed, it can definitely affect the quality of their work. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. So those are just some basic tips and advice. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say was, if there's an artist that you like, it doesn't hurt to consistently leave very nice comments under the pictures that they post. You don't have to be incessant about it, but just, a genuine, heartfelt compliment here and there. I think those kinds of things definitely help, and help artists to feel appreciated, and and then, more, they may be more likely to sell to you if they feel like you're like a regular fan, on their website, if that makes sense. So just something to think about. I do think it can be a little bit tricky sometimes with the very highly sought after silicone babies. If you're trying to acquire one and the artist is just selling them privately, and let's be honest, like if you're an artist or even a collector selling an expensive silicone baby, the higher the dollar value, the more nerve-wracking it can be to do that transaction. So it can be very, very easy for us to just gravitate to the people that we know and the people that we know in the community and that we trust. And I don't blame those artists, and I don't blame, like, for example, myself. If I'm selling a baby and I get messages from 5 people and 2 of them I know and are trustworthy, like, that makes a difference in who I decide to sell the doll to. It does not have to be first come, first serve. I just want to emphasize that. The seller has the right to sell that baby to whoever they want. There's no, it's their transaction. They make the rules. It does not have to be first come, first serve, because I think sometimes people get very upset or indignant if, someone chose not to sell them the doll and they were maybe the first to inquire. You just have to realize that if you're kind of an unknown in the community, or you're just still new and establishing your reputation, that trust takes some time to build, and it may not be fair, but and that's kind of where maybe a good thing to do is to buy secondhand, or buy a few, or get several good transactions under your belt, or go to a doll show and meet people and build those relationships. But anyway, that would be my best advice. I hope this is helpful, and I'm going to pick up this sweet little boy because he is so cute in his overalls. I just love this outfit on him. He's so cute. I mean, yeah, and I have a thing for overalls because my mom used to dress my sisters and I in overalls. We wore Oshkosh Bagosh when I was young, so I have tons of pictures of me wearing overalls. So I don't know, it's just something kind of brings back memories. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and let me just show you guys Kai up front, up close, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, I am here with Kai. He is my Phoenix sculpt by Andrea Arcello, and his artist is Melissa George. He is my, is he my only Melissa baby left in my nursery? Definitely hanging on. Oh, no, I have him and Clara. What am I talking about? So, anyway, he is one of my only boys. My other boy is my silicone baby, Michael, who is the Ethan portrait sculpt. So I wanted to actually do more of a formal video chatting about a topic I started talking about a little bit on my last video and thought I would just continue. And I am a little bit on a roll making videos. I need to make a whole bunch because we actually have a vacation coming up, so I'll be gone for a week and I'll need to have videos going while I'm gone. So this will be kind of during that Thanksgiving break. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and change him, and I'm going to put an outfit on him that I originally bought for Michael or Ethan. It is a size 0 to 3 months. It's really cute. It's a long sleeve shirt with a basketball on it, and then there are these like overalls with a basketball. And because it's like denim, you know, sometimes I don't like putting such a hard material on my silicone babies, and so it's perfect to put on a vinyl baby. So this is the first time any of them have worn it. But anyway, my advice was around contacting artists. I'm going to continue what I was saying. So, because everybody always asks me, this is like my most common question I get. Oh, by the way, this outfit looks like overalls, but they're mock overalls. So it's all one piece, which I think is so fantastic. So I'm gonna remove the mock overalls and put real overalls on him. So anyway, you know, people always ask me, how can they get these dolls? Like a lot of people like really want one. They don't know where to get them. If you want to just buy one that's ready made, you can definitely go to reborns.com, or you can go to eBay and just buy one. You know, some artists have Facebook pages and you can just add to cart and purchase them. But for quite a few artists, you cannot do it that way. Like there are quite a few that take custom orders, or they're not doing customs and they're just selling dolls as they are available. And you have to either just private message them, or they might put it on auction, either like a silent auction or on eBay. But then for you to even know when these dolls go on eBay, I think really the best thing to do, if you watch YouTube videos and there's an artist that you like, write the name down. A lot of us do a pretty decent job of putting the artist's name in the description, just so you know who created each of these babies. And then I would just follow that artist on Facebook. I think Facebook is right now kind of the most popular forum where collectors and artists are kind of interacting. Oops, there is there's some like an extra. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Or take that off. Okay, tear that off. Just some extra buttons. That's always nice. So, but yeah, so that is definitely like my recommendation would be, my recommendation would definitely be to like, you know, think about just following specific artists that you like. And then, and I think I was also saying, like, if they don't know you, because I think there's so many scams in the community that a lot of artists have become quite wary of new people. So I think just following just basic things like, you know, when you write and communicate, using good grammar, I think is really important. I know that may sound, some of you might think, well, why does that matter? I think it's just, you know, when you use good grammar, I think you come across, this may be a little bit of a controversial statement, but you come across as maybe a little bit more educated or just maybe more reliable. And I think with that also, you know, people can make judgments around